Yo kijkers van zaken, als we jullie kijken naar deze nieuwe livestream. We gaan reageren op ghost video's. Ik heb het al eerder gedaan. Dus ik vond het ook wel grappig om het gewoon nog een keer te doen. Dus deze gaan we lekker reageren. Vind je dat leuk? Vergeet niet te liken en te abonneren voor meer. En dan zeg ik let's go. Ook fijn dat alles meewerkt. Echt.
Top 5 ghosts, all on camera. Catch 'em all on camera. Zach from the YouTube channel Catch 'em All Fishing has a channel dedicated to fishing and catching reptiles. Nothing creepy or nothing paranormal whatsoever. At least until this recent video. In the video, Zach is exploring an undisclosed location that he calls, quote, an abandoned underground city. He says that he is trying to find and capture a python, as the large snakes are drawn to warm, wet places like this. As he enters the dark building, he immediately feels like he's not alone.
So, before I get too deep in here, I just want to let y'all know I'm looking for snakes right now. Pythons. Honestly, I feel like I shouldn't be in here. It's really creepy in here, and it's really big. Hello?
As he explores the dark underground building, Zach is a little jumpy, and it turns out he has reason to be. Zach hears strange moans coming from somewhere down the winding underground hallways. He decides to hide, thinking there might be someone else in there with him. Someone up to no good.
Wish me luck, guys. I gotta drop my light. I don't know what's going on. The voices stopped. The voices stopped, guys.
Eventually, the voices stop, and Zach decides to make a break for it, leaving the underground tunnel system behind. But later, when Zach reviews his footage, he realizes that he caught something absolutely terrifying in one of his camera shots.
It's leaking outside from somewhere.
The bizarre figure of a pale man seems to be staring at Zach from the darkness. Zach claims that he didn't even see the figure until he reviewed his footage later. However, he says that throughout his entire
Maar dat is toch creepy? Je bent op zoek ergens in de ondergrondse tunnel naar slangen. En je stuit op een lekkage van een deur of een muur. En dan kom je een vent tegen in een soort, weet ik veel, een jurkachtig iets. Wat lijkt op, iets uit de kerk, zeg maar. Zo, als je zeg maar zo'n kerkdienst hebt. Dat is toch echt creepy, man. Zo, we gaan verder.
exploration, he felt like someone was following behind him. So, is this strange pale figure a ghost caught on camera? Or was there just some creepy person stalking Zach throughout the tunnels? You decide. You can watch Zach's full video on his YouTube.
Ik ga nu top 5 link in de beschrijving, zodat je zijn kanaal. En ik ga proberen al deze streamers of al deze YouTubers ook te linken in de beschrijving. Als het lukt. Als het niet lukt, dan kan ik er niks aan doen, maar ik ga proberen.
Channel Catch 'em All Fishing. The Weeping Woman. On his YouTube channel, Eder Hernandez does a little bit of everything, from travel vlogging to fishing to even the occasional ghost hunt. In this video, Eder travels to a small Mexican fishing village named Bajos de Mimiagua. While there, the locals tell him about a terrifying local haunting. The story goes that many years ago, a family came to the village and built a series of houses where they planned to live. Unfortunately, not long after the family moved to the village, their young son mysteriously disappeared, never to be found again. As time went by, the boy's mother went mad with grief, desperate to find her long-lost son. In her unhinged state, she became homicidal. She tragically ended the lives of her entire family, and then took her own life. Locals claim that they can still hear and sometimes even see the screaming woman at late hours of the night. They've started referring to her as La Llorona, the ghostly weeping woman from Central and South American folklore. They believe that even in death, the woman is still looking for her lost child. The fishermen in the village are terrified of the ghost and go as far as burning incense to keep the evil spirit away from their house.
Por aquí se aparece la Llorona, ¿no?
De plano, o sea.
De plano ya 10 horas de la noche, 12 de la noche empieza a gritar aquí, pues nadie sale, los pescadores se espantan, ¿no?
¿Saben lo que hacemos nosotros cuando así ya se oye el ruido? Agarramos copal, incenso y empezamos a sahumar para que se retire.
Together with a local guide, Eder Hernandez and his friends decide to check out the now abandoned cabins at night to see if the ghost stories are true. It did not go well.
Ten cuidado, carnal, mira, arriba, pero ¿cómo se suben a este lugar? Aquí abajo para aquí.
No sé, es que quién sabe para qué.
Maar had je anders verwacht dat als je s'nachts naar een verlaten plek gaat, maar net water is, dat het goed eindigt? Die logica snap ik niet, want tuurlijk niet. Tuurlijk loopt dat niet goed af, dat weet je donders goed.
Sea eso y aquello, carnal, la neta está cabrón. La neta está cabrón. ¿Cuántas son de esta, carnal?
Pues hay otra más para allá arriba, de hecho.
Oye.
Hoy. Sí. De hecho estamos viviendo un ambiente espiritual fuerte. Sí hay vida espiritual en este lugar.
Cabrón.
Cada vez que estamos metiendo más a esta investigación, siento como que el aire está cambiando de hoy.
¿Oíste?
Sharon, está cambiando de...
¿Una niña?
No sé.
As they walk around the dark cabins, they keep hearing what sounds like the screams of a woman or maybe a child. But they are about to encounter something truly terrifying.
Este está como que, digo Ángel, como que se ve más montuno, ¿no? Está todo lleno de monte. ¿Cómo sientes aquí, brujo?
No, bastante fuerte, hermano. Hoy, aplaudieron, ¿eh? Está muy místico.
¡A la verga, no mames, güey! Está chingando.
Tranquilo.
Oye, llega.
Que fue tranquilo.
Allá arriba gritaron.
Algo vi arriba, yo vi también, pero estoy loco.
¡A la verga, no mames, güey! No chingas a tu madre, güey.
No.
¡A la verga, no mames, güey! No chingas a tu madre, güey.
No.
Vamos a la verga, pues vamos a la verga. Vete a chingar a tu madre. Oye, verga. ¿Nadie se quedó, güey? Verga, Yalixo, güey.
They run as the horrifying figure of a child screeches at them from the decaying cabin's second floor. Then, another scream. But now inexplicably, the figure is gone from the second-story window and is now hiding in the weeds on the ground floor. So is this the ghost of the young boy who was never found? Is it La Llorona? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Before
Het is moeilijk ja, het kan gewoon iemand zijn die ze zeg maar hebben gevraagd van joh, wij gaan een video maken. Wil je die meedoen? Dan moet je gaan schreeuwen en dan moet je in de bosjes gaan verstoppen en in die kasteel of wat het ook mag zijn gaan verstoppen. Ik weet niet. Het kan echt zijn, het kan nep zijn, maar we gaan verder.
We move on to the next video. If you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Haunting of Fort Stevens. Twin brothers Ryan and River Reese from the YouTube channel Twin Paranormal travel to the historic and allegedly haunted Fort Stevens, Oregon with their fellow explorer, Nick. The fort is said to be haunted by multiple ghosts. 2 of the alleged spirits are said to be a father and his 10-year-old son who tragically lost their lives at the bunkers. The other ghost is said to be a soldier named August Stahlberger, who was beaten to death by unknown attackers while on guard duty in 1868. Many Fort Stevens visitors claim to have seen a strange shadow figure roaming the fort's underground tunnels. Soon after arriving at the location, the Twin Paranormal guys jokingly discuss splitting up to explore. But that conversation is cut short.
We'll split up. Split up? No. I'm all trying to be like super badass right now. Yeah, let's split up, guys. No way. These pills. Wait. Hello? We're with the park rangers. He's lying. We're just visiting. We're nice. Very nice people. Please be nice to us. We'll be nice to you.
As they continue to explore the creepy fort, they begin to feel like they might not be alone.
Het is bijna niet te horen. Oh, mijn camera valt naar beneden. Het is bijna niet te horen, omdat ze hebben daar zeg maar die regendruppels of in ieder geval water wat naar beneden valt. Dat hoor je bijna niet. Je hoort wel wat, maar echt een beetje in de verte. Het is niet echt dat het dichtbij is. Want aangezien gewoon alles, zeg maar, dat water naar beneden valt, dan maakt het een hoop herrie. Maar ja, misschien is het anders. Misschien is het wel echt, ik weet het niet. Ik reageer dan in op. Dus, ga verder.
The Twin Paranormal team is starting to get a bit freaked out by the unexplained sounds and footsteps. They search, but they can't seem to find anyone or anything to explain the strange noises. And then, without knowing, they catch something very strange.
In a couple of seconds, you are about to see our first time catching an actual ghost anomaly, not noticing it right in front of our faces. Could this be the 10-year-old Shane Davis?
Oh ja, je ziet hem nu wel.
A mysterious mist or reflection of a face seems to rise up the wall right in front of them. Now, this could simply be pareidolia. However, what happens next is a little harder to explain.
This place is like not. Did you hear? Watch your step. Guys, what just happened? I don't know. And I like had to scream because Nick was running with his umbrella open and it's scratching every wall that we know. Dude, straight. So I feel like, hold on.
Voor de mensen die niet zo goed Engels kunnen, ze hebben daar een jongen bij zich, die heet Nick. En die heeft een paraplu. Maar die had hij opengezet in de tunnel. Dus hij schaafde zeg maar langs alle muren. Waardoor dat heel veel herrie maakte. Dat vertelt die man. Oh, ik ben weer overbelicht. Dat vertelde die jongen dus.
Thinking to myself like, oh, something is running after us, and then it touches my back. Just the edge touches my back. I'm so sorry. So that, I was like, replay that. That was something else. Like, I thought something like, that was so scary, dude. I'm not gonna lie. That was like super scary. They turned something on here.
After that, the guys decide to just get out of there. So, did they catch a ghost on camera? You decide. Over on their YouTube channel, Twin Paranormal, you can check out this full video, as well as all of their other paranormal investigations. Randonautica.
So I just went randonauting.
Released early this year, Randonautica might be the creepiest smartphone app you'll ever use. The app has seemingly gone viral as recently hundreds of strange reports and scary videos have been showing up on social media.
Sky. Oh.
The Randonautica app, once installed on your phone, asks you for your location and for you to focus on your, quote, intent. Now, supposedly what you do is visualize in your mind what you want in life or what you want to physically find. This can be anything from wanting to find something positive like love, creativity, or inspiration, to darker intentions like finding a mystery or evil. The app then gives you GPS coordinates to some pretty strange but completely random locations near where you are. Now, allegedly Randonautica users with positive intentions are led to a location with positive.
Als jullie eens willen dat ik die app ga downloaden en ga uitproberen in de livestream, laat het me weten.
Things like deer, lovebirds, awesome landscapes, or even a can of Coke. However, many Randonautica users have shared their terrifying experiences after visiting locations with scary intentions in mind, like finding something dark or mysterious. TikTok user Matt Hall was one of these people. Matt claims that he used the Randonautica app with the intention of finding something creepy, and he found it.
So I saw this thing that a lot of people were doing on TikTok called randonauting. It's an app that you download and it gives you a completely random location close to you that you go to, and apparently it's supposed to be a glitch in the simulation or something like that. I don't really know if I believe it or not, so I downloaded the app and I thought I'd try it out for myself. It gave me a spot in the middle of the woods that's kind of close to my house, but it looks like it's along ATV trails, so we're on the ATV and let's go see where it takes us. Alright, so we're at the location, and this is weird. There's a car just chilling in the woods. How did they even get in here, though? Like, there's trees everywhere. There's no way a car could get in here. This car looks super old. What is that?
Matt finds an old abandoned car in the middle of the woods, but even more bizarre, an unexplained voice seems to call out to him from the forest. Understandably, Matt is spooked and just gets out of there. But after many requests from his TikTok followers, he decides to go back to the same spot.
Alright guys, I came back to the location that I heard that voice when I was randonauting. See, there's a car there. Is anybody there? Guess not. Right, I don't know if this means anything, but there's a shirt here, a water bottle, there's water in the bottle. There's like children's toys, like all broken, like, alright, that's creepy. There's nothing else here. I walked like all around the car, but I don't see anything else. That's all that's here. Is there anybody here? Guys, I think I just heard something.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Meer heb ik niet te zeggen. Hij is gewoon midden in de nacht op een locatie vlakbij zijn huis door die app. Eerst zegt een meisje help me en nou vraagt ze wil je met me spelen. Het klinkt heel dichtbij ook nog. En wat de nou. Nou, laat me even weten in de reacties of ik ook die app moet downloaden. Dan gaan we dat doen.
Again, a voice can be heard from somewhere within the dark woods. This time, it seems to say, "Wanna play a game?"
Guys, I think I just heard something.
Now let's cut to TikTok user Tyler Zach. Tyler says that he and his friends used the Randonautica app while focusing on the intent of, quote, evil. When they are on their way to the calculated coordinates, this happens.
Oh my god, Tyler!
A furiously angry woman seems to be focused on Tyler and his friends for no apparent reason. Now, I don't know if it's fair to call this woman, quote, evil, but I certainly wouldn't describe her as a little ray of sunshine either. And there's also the question, why do her eyes look black?
Oh my god, Tyler!
Anyway, some dismiss the Randonautica app as simply the random internet equivalent of a Ouija board. But some true believers actually make the wild claim that the app breaks or, quote, glitches the Matrix. Well, TikTok user Cheyenne Lee definitely says that the Matrix had a glitch the day she tried out the Randonautica app with her friends.
Okay, so there's that dude. Keep an eye on that red truck. And then put your camera.
He's really not.
Oh my god, it's not focusing.
He's walking.
Oh, there it goes.
Literally right behind
You
us.
guys.
He's right by that mailbox and he's not there.
He's not there and the truck is not there. What the What the He's right there.
Now, some viewers claim that what Cheyenne and her friends are looking at is the front camera of the car, not the rear. However, Cheyenne then posted a video to prove that the car doesn't even have a front camera.
So, all these buttons where's the front? Where's the front? There's literally no front camera. I don't know why people think I'm lying. There is no front camera.
But now, let me tell you about one Randonautica exploration that is truly unexplainable. A group of Seattle teens were exploring with the Randonautica app and were directed to a location near the water on a Seattle beach. When they arrived there, they found a mysterious suitcase near the shore.
Guys, we found a suitcase at the beach.
Yeah, you go. I'll do stuff.
Bro. Wait, open it.
Like, we're gonna find nothing.
Open it.
It's sweet.
It stinks, y'all.
You washed it.
The contents inside smelled horrific, so the teens immediately called police. And this is when things get truly bizarre. Turns out, the small black suitcase contained the remains of a human body. No one knows where the suitcase came from,